All right, today we are here with our president and CEO, Steve Schmitz, and we're just going to ask him a few questions about the past year and what's happening in the future. So the first question we have here is, what happened in 2019, and what would you say are some of the successes for the past year?
Well, first of all, I can't believe we're sitting here just a year ago. We had the same conversation in 2019, like many times went by faster than I can possibly imagine. One of the things, from a negative side is the weather this fall was one of the most stressful things I think our credit union has endured, because we're an ag lending credit union. We were founded to help farmers back in 1939. And so when the farm people feel the pain, we feel it with them. So we have a lot of empathy. The excessive rain and then the huge snowfall that we got in October really made this harvest more challenging than anything I can remember. So our heart goes out to our ag borrowers for that. From a more positive standpoint, we came off the mergers with Citizens Community Credit Union and out of Devil's Lake and Agassiz Credit Union in Crookston, Minnesota. And our goal for 2019 was to really fine-tune those mergers and bring them, integrate them into the credit union. And so with some investments in infrastructure, in people, and in training, really feel we accomplished that. 2019, the branches up there, we were kind of calling them the former Citizens branches, the former Agassiz branches, but really right now they're part of FCCU. And that was a big accomplishment this year. We had a solid year financially in both growth and finances, and so we go into 2020 well positioned to have another great year.
Good to hear. So what does 2020 look like for First Community Credit Union?
Well, we feel that steady growth is important, and so we are constantly looking for opportunities to continue moving forward and putting our credit union in a good spot financially, and to do that we have to grow. So we are excited. We I mentioned we are merged into Crookston, and we have invested in a new branch facility there. That's a city of 8,000 people, and we really wanted to have a branch that would put a good image for FCCU and make people want to be there. So we are expecting to open that this spring. And then we're also excited to announce we have purchased land and will be breaking ground in Mandan, and that gives us a new opportunity there. So the investment in those two communities is really exciting, and it allows us to do continued growth and help more people.
Great. So what would you say separates First Community from other financial institutions?
Well, the most obvious thing there is we are a credit union, and as a credit union we're owned by our membership, and that allows us, well, everything we do is to benefit our membership versus trying to maximize profits for a select group of stockholders. And we look to balance our growth and our financial performance, and we do that, like I said, in the best interest of 44,000 members versus a simple board. And I think that allows us to make better choices for the members.
Great. So we'll just kind of wrap up here. Is there anything that really excites you for the future of First Community Credit Union, or anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, I guess the most significant thing there is we're starting a new decade, and so anybody who's ever worked with me knows I like to reminisce and go back. And so being we're starting 2020, I can't help but go back to think of where we were in 2010, and we had $300 million in assets, and today we have 850. We had roughly 12 branches, now we have 28. And we had 25,000 members, now we have 44,000 members. So, I look there and I say, well, what caused that? And it really goes back to the people. So I guess at this point in time, I'd like to take the opportunity to, first of all, to thank the employees, the staff of the credit union, because their hard work, it literally can't go overstated, and enough appreciation given. And then finally, it would be the members themselves. Thank you for another year. Thank you for a decade. Thank you for bringing us from a credit union that started out with just 20 or 30 people back in 1939 to 44,000 strong in 2020. And we're looking forward to serving you into the future.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you.